Hello there.
Jedi business. Go back to your drinks.
Game could be a lot on the mental. I'll send it to you. Send it to me. You're welcome. Send it to me. Send it to me. Ooh. Styles, is that a 99.6? Hold on, a 99.
Styles, look, listen, that might be a 99.6, but it's not a 100. Whatever, Styles. Welcome in, everybody. Happy, what's today? Tuesday. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Styles coming for my record. I don't appreciate it. Welcome in, everybody. Hello. How is everybody's Tuesday going? It is a chilly my ass. It is a frozen tundra, snowy hellhole here in North Dakota. We're getting snow. Welcome in, everybody. Fiona Crochet DP, hello. Gypsy, what's going on? Barefoot and Butterflies, hello. Rebel Jedi came in. I saw Rebel come in. What's going on? Welcome in, Afro the Art Babe. Elisa, welcome in. Hello. So, as you can see,
I'm here.
Rolene, welcome in. Z-Man Crafts, Miss Coffee. Don't be a hate. I'm a hater. Hate all day. Hate. He coming from my record I don't appreciate. Sven says, having a fish tank in your house actually helps with stress. It's all the indoor fins. Exclamation point, Sven, right now in chat. Rolene, welcome in. How are you doing today? Thank you so much for the shout out for Z-Man Crafts, who is another diamond painter here on Twitch. Afro the Art Babe coming in. She is an artist here on Twitch. Holy moly, we got stuff happening already. Cute as a pie, Mom. Look, listen, you only get one of those Prime subs a month, and the fact that you decided to come in here with all the audacity that you could muster up in your chest and two titties to use it on me, I appreciate you for it. Thank you so much for that. Resubscribe with Prime. Cute as a pie bomb. Peekaboo Draws, welcome in. It's cold here in the UK. I'm currently wrapped in a blanket. Facts. Samesies. Dawn Foley, welcome in. How are you doing today?
Does that say 100%?
It sure does. It sure does.
Coffee.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you. 100 from Miss Coffee. That's right. That's me. Don Louder, welcome in. Shell Bell, hello. Hello, Stiller Chickie. What's going on, everybody? So today we're diamond painting. We're going to be, if you see that black blink, that just means somebody's resetting the drop game. That's why I'm hating on Styles, because Styles trying to come in and hit my record, but nobody's getting my record. No, we gonna hate today. So today we're gonna be replacing the whip and chat with a stream here on Twitch. If you missed the live yesterday, this is what's gonna happen every once in a while when I'm not feeling up to doing a whip and chat. You guys will get a live stream here on Twitch. It will not be super long like my normal streams. We'll do about 2 hours, maybe 3. But it's just a way so that I don't lose the day of uploading something to YouTube, so YouTube doesn't kick me out of the algorithm again. So we are going to be diamond painting. Let's hop on over to the coffee lounge. Pickety plow. So we're going to diamond paint, yay! But before we do, we just got a package. We just got a package. Wonder who it's from. It's from Diamond Pen Pal. If you don't know who Diamond Pen Pal is a diamond painting pen company. And they wanted to send me out a pen. I think it's supposed to match my canvas or something. I don't remember. Kiki, do you love me? Are you right? What's going on, Kiki? Welcome in. Thank you, Jersey Girl Princess. Yes, we got the Valentine's Day nails going. Let's go. I'm mad, though, because when I went to the vet yesterday, I cracked one of them. So hopefully it doesn't break, because if it does, I'm going to glue that mother chicken back together. Let's go. Listen, Gray, look, listen. The fact that you came in here right after Cute as a Pie Mom did, after you heard me tell her how dare she come in here with that Prime subscription, knowing that you only get one of those a month, and you came in here with all the audacity that you could muster up in your chest and 2 titties to come in here and use it on me. I appreciate you for it. Thank you so much for that resubscribe. You folks enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. So, ooh, we got a diamond painting pen. Let's go. We got some sweet treats. Probably the kids will steal those later. We have a thank you card. We're gonna get rid of the envelope because you don't need to know where I live. All right. Y'all, look at how luscious that pen is. Kelly Maldonado art, welcome in. How are you doing today? I hope the colors we poured for you match your painting. Use this pen in a good health. As always, thank you from the folks over at Diamond Pen Pal. Thank you to the folks over at Diamond Pen Pal for sending this out, because we about to get into it. Adreo, welcome in. I think I saw Auntie M walk in here at some point. How you doing? So it looks like we have a 7-placer and a straightener and a single tip. And they poured this one to match the canvas. So look at that. And this, of course, is a non-rolling pen, meaning it's flat on one of the sides. Look how pretty that is. Oh my God, I love it so much. Fun fact, I finally watched the first 3 Pirates of the Caribbean movies. They were pretty good. Please tell me this is not the first time you've seen them. Please tell me this isn't the first time. I'm good. How are you, friends? Hello, Rebel, Elisa, and this is all the coffee beans. They wanted to send me out a pen that matched my canvas. Best part about it, look at the 2 little diamonds right there. We loves to see it. Okay, now which side is going to be the multi-placer side? We're going to make this side the multi-placer side. So we're just going to put that in there. We're going to put our single placer in. New diamond painting pen. We got a straightener that's 3D printed. That's just to straighten up your drills. I don't typically use straighteners, but just in case I need one, I now got one. Let's go. And yet again, we're going to play the where the hell did my wax go game, because, you know, it's a thing. It likes to walk. It has legs. It does its thing. We're not going to judge it. We're going to judge it harshly. So I'm gonna pull the blue wax out of this toolkit. It was your first time. Oh my God, Afro the Art Babe. Look, listen, ma'am, I'm gonna need you to get on that couch right meow. I need you to get on that couch and go watch the Pirates of the Caribbean movies until you know them by heart. How is this your first time watching them? One, I'm a huge Johnny Depp fan, always have been, and those movies are like, they live in my brain rent free. They just live up there rent free, okay? So we're gonna get out one of the little plates of wax. So how's everybody's Tuesday going? I'm having one of those weird days. Like, I was supposed to start a little bit ago, and then I had to call my car company because, okay, please somebody help me understand the way the world works, because I don't think I know how to adult or live correctly, okay? How is it that I've had my Jeep? I bought my Jeep in June, right? Got my Jeep in June. And so I've been making payments on it every month the same day. January or on the 21st of every month, I make a payment, okay? I get a notification yesterday as I go to make my payment that I can't make my payment. And I'm like, okay, because I didn't pay it on the 21st like I usually do because I had some other stuff going on. So I pay it, I go pay it, and it's like, you can't pay your bill. And I'm thinking, oh, is it because it's like 2 days late? Are they going to give me shit for that? And technically, it wasn't even late. Technically, it was right on time because it's not due until the 23rd. So I'm sitting there and I'm like, are they going to give me crap because I'm paying it on a different day? Now take it. They don't accept credit cards because we can't do that. No, right? I've never seen any of them. Never seen any of what? The Pirates of the Caribbean? Shell Bell, I'm gonna need you to go watch them right meow. Right meow. So I'm sitting there wondering why they won't let me pay my bill. And I'm like, I haven't done anything differently. I don't look at the account unless I'm paying the bill. So like, what could have happened that I can't pay my bill? Well, then I get the notification that I have to verify my bank account to pay my bill. And I'm like, what do you mean verify my bank account? Like, I don't understand why I need to verify my bank account if I already have been paying the bill with the exact same bank account for over 6 months now. And now I need to verify my bank account? Like, y'all doing things a little ass backwards, don't you think? And the lady goes, yeah, they changed the way we do things, and now we have to have everybody verify their bank account. I'm like, I literally have been using this bank account for 6 months. What am I verifying? We just have to verify that it's your bank account. What do you care? You're getting money. Like, who's gonna be out? I want to know what thief is out here stealing money from people to pay people's bills, because I need to meet them, because I have a couple of bills that they can take care of. Like, I got a credit card bill that's outrageous right now, and they can definitely go, you know, take care of that for me if they want to be out here stealing my information just to pay somebody's bills, okay? And so I was like, okay, how do I do this? And they're like, well, you have to put in all your information, give it a couple of days, because the bank here is going to send you 2 small deposits totaling 50 cents. And I'm like, now I got to do math to pay my card note. Like, I don't think I have this signed up in the thing. Like, I don't think I signed up for this. Short Stacks, welcome in. Auntie M says, I paid my car payment, was paid earlier, and they took 5 days to take it out of my bank. Facts. You want your money. Like, I literally, by the end of this phone call, was yelling at them to just take my money. I'm like, just take my money. Please just take my money. Like, all I want you to do is take my money to pay the bill. Why is it that I can't use my debit card? Why is it that I need to verify a bank account that I've been using for 6 months? Why is it going to take you a week to put 2 small deposits into my account so I can go, oh yeah, that's me? And so I'm like, do you not want me to pay my bill? Because if I wait for you guys to put stuff in my account, right? I'm like, it takes you 3 to 5 business days just to take money out of the account. So Lord knows how long it's going to take you to put money into the account, okay? I don't want to wait that long, nor do I want there to be a bad mark on my account because I paid a bill late. Anxiety, you know. Why can't you just take my money? I don't understand.
That's suspicious.
Totally suspicious. Like, does anybody
That's weird.
do we understand this? Catherine, welcome in. How you doing? Dolphin Craze, hello. That's a weird way to link the account. Well, they do this often, actually. With bills and stuff around here. I don't know if this is an around here thing or what, but they do this often. Let me scoot underneath my chair here. They do this often where they'll have you verify your account by making 2 small deposits into your bank account just to make sure that it's your account and you have access to it. And so I get that. What I don't get is the fact that I've been using this bank account for what? I've been using this bank account for 6 months plus since June last year. I've been let's say July last year, because June last year I got the free month because I had just purchased the vehicle. So from July until January, I had been paying my bill religiously on the 21st every month, except for this month. This was a month that I had to skip a day because I had stuff going on. But I've been religiously paying it on the 21st of every month. And now all of a sudden we need you to verify your account. Why? Did somebody do something? Is somebody trying to pay somebody else's bill with my account? No? Okay, bet. Why am I needing to verify this? Like, I don't understand why you can't just take my money. Just take my, like, it's one of those frustrating things where you're just yelling at them. Just take my money! God dang it! They won't let you use a debit or credit card as there are fees. Those fees are not built into the car payment.
Mom,
taking from checking or savings costs
have you ever
$0.
tried diamond painting?
That's stupid.
I know you do other crafts, but you were talking about anxiety earlier. Diamond painting.
I was talking about anxiety because they won't take my motherfucking car payment. And I understand there's fees. They could eat those fees. With as much money as they got, they can eat those fees, okay? It's not like I'm out here paying with 4 different credit cards, okay? I'm not splitting the bill with somebody else. I'm paying it by myself. Charge me the fee, okay? Like, my apartment complex, these are the biggest scam artists I've ever met in my entire life. One, I'm paying $200 more in rent than they're actually asking for the apartments. And that's because before they bought the apartments, the people that owned it before them raised the cost of the apartments. And then when the new people came in, they lowered them. And so I'm still sitting at the rate that I'm at. So we're going to see if we can not break our lease, but renew our lease by signing a new lease so that we're paying $200 less.
I'm stronger. I'm smarter.
Diamond Wheels Lisa?
Better. I am better.
Diamond Wheels Lisa, welcome in. Fiona says, there's customer service sounds like a pain in the backside to deal with. It is a serious pain in the backside to deal with. Let me move this. Amber Rupert, welcome in. How are you doing today? Wish JC would just save the credit card information when they order a kit instead of entering it every time. It's so irritating. The first world struggles. I may have fixed my laptop. Let's go. But no, Jeremy, what I was telling you to do yesterday, I wasn't trying to be like a bitch and come in and be like, oh my god, what are you doing? Fix this. No. What I was trying to tell you to do is for your thingerdoodle. I know you were on your phone, like I got that part. But in case you weren't understanding what I was telling you to do, I was telling you to stretch it to screen so that that bottom part wasn't showing. But no, it's just one of those things where I feel like I don't know how to adult properly. Like, there's no handbook to adulting. I just kind of grew up and landed here one day, and people were like, you're just supposed to know what you're supposed to do. And I'm like, I don't think I'm doing this correctly. Like, I'm pretty sure I'm doing this incorrectly. Thank you so much, Gypsy. I appreciate it. I know I have to go on my laptop to stretch to fix the screen because it won't do it from my phone. It's annoying, but hopefully the laptop fix. We're doing art. Oh, well, there you go. Sarah Price, welcome in.
Come here, baby girl.
I will buck you. Buck, aren't you currently streaming? Buck's like, oh no, she found me out, Jesus. I am. Sarah Price, how you doing today? Daisy's eye is good. She went for a checkup yesterday, and they said that it's healing like it's supposed to. The one eye healed up quicker than the other. That's why I was concerned. And they were like, oh, no, that's normal. And I was like, oh, okay, I'm glad I'm about to pay $77 for this.
More about it.
Please be Horseman. Please be Horseman.
We're missing Horseman.
This is my favorite butt clip.
Where's the horse?
Where's the horse?
No, it's he already took a break. Just like, where's my fucking horse content, man?
Or the crazy lady at the vet.
I need Horseman.
I need Horseman. Welcome in, Buck. But yeah, Daisy's eyes is fine. I was just concerned because the one eye healed up faster than the other one, and I'm like, please tell me she's not getting ready to go blind. And she's like, oh no, she's fine. Horseman. Barefoot and blood eyes. I don't know where the Horseman is or if he ever got it. I just know he was very upset about it. He very much wanted that Horseman, and he wasn't getting it, and he wasn't happy about it. That poor husband. I'm pretty sure I was telling Mr. Coffee this, and he just looked at me, and I was like, see, you're lucky. Where your wife might be crazy, right? Like, she might be a little bit touched in the forehead. You don't gotta worry about me being like, I don't care if you fell down the stairs and broke your leg. What about my poor Mitzi? If you missed the story yesterday, I guess I can tell it again. D. Coleman, welcome in. Good morning. How are you doing today? My neighbor's dog is barking, which means Daisy's going to look around for this dog and bark at it. Are we telling the story from the lady yesterday again? Oh, I'm dropping stuff. I think I'm gonna have to tell it again because most people that are here right now, I don't think they were here yesterday. And if you missed the horse story or the dog story, you're in for a treat. You're in for a treat. The vet visit was very interesting yesterday. I'm good. A little tired from my ceramics class last night. Ooh, ceramics. I've never done ceramics. My husband used to do ceramics. All right, so the dog story from yesterday, our vet visit. Hey, Miss Lynn, how you doing today? And I thought Diamond Art Club did save your information whenever you checked out on their site. Maybe that's the shop app, because I know my information. Oh, wrong place already. Wrong place. That you do not belong there. I know that when I check out on their website, it always has like my name and address, and then it has all the credit cards I have saved on file, so I just use it that way. I'm great. I hope you are too. I sure am. Shadow says I've seen it at checkout too. Yeah, there's this like I don't know if it's called Shopify or Shop something, but there's an option for you to save your information on their website. At least I've used it before. I know I've used it. I don't know about anybody else. So let's explain to those folks who weren't here about the dog story. So yesterday, I had to take my dog to the vet. Why? Because she has pannus. Pannus. It's an autoimmune disorder that attacks the retinas. Okay? So my big fear right now is that my dog is going to go blind. So I'm a little hyper paranoid at the fact that one of her eyes healed up with the medication, and the other one, where it's healing, it didn't heal as quickly as the first one did. So I set up her an appointment to go to the vet like a responsible pet owner, because I'm a whole ass adult. And so they set me up with an appointment. I go show up to the appointment yesterday. And as I'm going in the door, Southern Mama, welcome in. As I'm going in the door, some lady kind of like pushes me out of the way, and she has this blanket in her hand with a dog in it. Now, I didn't realize it was a dog in it at first. I just saw the blanket. It was like a pink frilly blanket. And so I'm sitting there and I was just like, rude. And I'm just minding my business, just, you know, doing my thing. And she like pushes me out of the way and she's in a panic and she's like freaking out and she's like, oh my God, somebody help me, please, somebody help me. And I'm like, oh God, she got an emergency, some shit about to go down, what the hell? And she's just frantically asking for help from the folks that work at the vet. So the vet's like, you know, it's okay, ma'am, calm down. What's going on? What do you need help with? And she's like, my dog, it's Mitzi. She got hurt this morning. Oh my God, please help her. And I'm like, oh shit, what's wrong with Mitzi? I'm thinking Mitzi's leg done fell off or some shit. And the lady starts telling them, like, the lady's like, you know, okay, calm down. Tell us what happened. And she's like, my husband is a klutz. And he was going down the stairs and he stepped on her foot and tripped over her. And now she's limping. And the way that everybody in the vet's office was just kind of sitting there. Shy Josh, welcome in. How are you doing today? The way everybody in the vet's office just sitting there, like, they cannot believe the fact that this lady just came in here, like, full tilt, just frantic, because what we thought was an actual emergency was just that her husband accidentally stepped on her dog's foot and then tripped on the dog going down the stairs. Don't worry, it gets better. So we're sitting there and she's like, the lady at the front counter is like, you know, you don't have an appointment. And she's like, but my dog Mitzi needs help. She's limping. And the lady's like, okay, ma'am, settle down, because you're like,
My dog stepped on a bee.
Facts. Nita, welcome in. Oh, thank you. Hub's dead at the bottom of the stairs. She don't care. Oh no, she definitely did not care, because as we're sitting there,
How you doing?
Creative Pixie coming in hot. As we're sitting there, the lady is trying to calm her down because she's like freaking out all the other people in the building. And we're not freaked out. We're just watching because we're like in shock. Okay. This lady is sitting there with a blanket, and she's not showing the dog at first. And then she shows the dog. The dog is wrapped in this white blanket, and it has on like little booties on the front, or the back two paws had booties. The front two paws didn't, because I guess he stepped on the front paw of the dog. And so she's freaking out because the dog was limping after her husband accidentally stepped on the dog's foot and tripped going down the stairs. And the lady goes, okay, ma'am, calm down. It's going to be $150 for the emergency visit. And she's like, you would put a price on my dear Mitzi? And the lady goes, ma'am, all these other people in here have appointments, and you literally pushed that lady out of the way just to get in here. So yeah, we have to charge you for the appointment. She goes, fine, I don't care what it costs. Just help my Mitzi, please. She's in a lot of pain. She's anxious. And the lady's like sitting there looking, and we're all looking at this dog. This dog is looking like, please kill me now. Just murder me on spot. Just on sight, Tom and Jerry. Like, just no. And so I'm sitting there, and me and the other pet owners are in the building, and this lady is she's like cradling this dog and like patting it, and she's like, it's okay, Mitzi, it's okay, honey, they're gonna help. And I'm sitting there like, this is a joke, right? Like, we're getting punked right now. Like, this is one of those reality TV shows where like they come out and they're like, you've been scammed or some shit. Like, I'm waiting for those cameras to come out. Spoiler, they never came out. They never came out. And we're sitting there, and I'm like looking at the other people in there, and the one guy's like, you've got to be fucking kidding me. And I'm like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, what? And as she's frantic about her dog, they call one of the emergency vet techs up to come take a look at the dog. And she calls her husband to see if they had the money in the account for her to pay for the visit. Her husband's telling her, because she has it on speaker, her husband's telling her, and if you think I'm joking, this lady had like ugly tears, mascara running down her face, half her eyelash was off from rubbing her eye, I'm guessing. And her husband is telling her that he's pretty sure he sprained his ankle, and he probably should go get it checked out because it's swelling pretty bad. She tells him she don't care. She needs to get her Mitzi looked at. And the dog, upon further investigation, the dog is in an embroidered blanket with its name on it, okay? An embroidered blanket with its name, Coach doggy booties, which I didn't even realize Coach made doggy booties. She has a whole ass Coach backpack on just for the dog. And she's like bougie as hell. Just straight out bougie. You know, it's her world. Do your thing, boo-boo. Ain't nobody judging you. But the way she was acting, I'm totally judging you. One, she kept yelling at them because they called it her dog. And she's like, this is more than just a dog. This is my baby. And I'm like, sitting there. And I'm like, I understand that there's people that consider their dogs their kids, their babies. I get it. You're not like this. Okay, most people are like, this is my kid, but I still understand that it's still an animal. It's still a pet. This lady full force did not want them calling her dog a dog. She wanted it to be called a baby. And I'm like, I'm sorry. My baby wouldn't go outside and eat another baby's dog shit. That's not a baby. And I'm pretty sure if it was a baby, you wouldn't be bringing it to a vet's office. You take it to a pediatrician. But that's just my take on it. And she's just sitting there like, don't call her that. And she's like, the vet tech comes up and he's like, you know, what's going on? Did she break her leg? Blah, blah, blah. And the lady goes, I don't know. She might have broken it. She was limping on it. And the guy, like, he's like, okay, let's see the dog. So she unwraps the dog from the blanket. The vet tech just touches the dog's foot. And if you have a pet and you touch its foot, what does it do? It recoils its foot, right? Like, it's just kind of like, or whatever. The dog moves its foot. She goes, oh my God, don't hurt my Mitzi. Are you fucking kidding me right now? Like, you're joking. Daisy, meanwhile, is sitting in the chair next to me like a whole ass human. And we're both just sitting there with our mouth wide open. The other people in the office are like snickering and giggling. And everybody's just kind of like looking around like they can't believe it. Like, they're like me. They're looking for those cameras to come out to tell us that we've been punked or some shit. No, she was dead ass. She was dead ass serious. She was frantic. And she's asking the dog, the vet tech, for a sedative because her dog is so anxious. Meanwhile, this dog hasn't moved besides to look around to see where the hell she done brought it, okay? And all I can think of was, man, maybe you need the sedative because the dog seems fine. Like, the dog doesn't seem like anything. So the vet's like, you know, put the dog down on the floor and she's like, look, she's coming to me. She's hurt. This is how I know she's hurt, is when she comes to her mommy. It's okay, honey. They're gonna help. And I'm sitting there like, she came to you because you were just holding her, and she'd probably rather be held now than walk because that's all you probably do. Like, seriously? Really? And the doctor, like, they take the dog back to go check the dog out because, of course, you know, why not make that bag, right? They come back up not too long after that. And the guy goes, there's nothing wrong with your dog's foot. If he stepped on it, he didn't step on it super hard enough to break anything. She seems to be walking just fine when you let her down. You have to actually just put her down, though, so she can actually walk. And it's going to hurt because if you've ever gotten your foot stepped on, it hurts. And she's like, you don't understand. It was worse than this when we were at home. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh no, I gotta wait to see how much this is gonna cost her because she just came in here. I'm questioning this because, like, dogs, she even let the dog go to the bathroom, or does it, where it had a diaper on. I'm not even shitting you. It had a diaper on. I'm not judging people for how to take care of their pets. As long as you're taking care of your pets, do your thing. It's your world. But if you're going to come in trying to win the Academy Award for most dramatic response to the slightest inconvenience, right? She won. Hands down. Tits out. She won. She straight up won. Because she gave the performance of a lifetime for this fucking dog. Meanwhile, this dog is just sitting there chilling. At one point, the dog sneezed. And she pulls the little backpack. She has like one of those little mini backpacks on her back. She pulls it off her back and takes a wet wipe out because the dog sneezed. And she's like, oh, it's okay, Mitzi. She's crying. Look at her. She's crying. She sneezed. She just sneezed. That's all it was. Achoo. Lady freaks out. And I'm like, again, I don't remember ever taking my children to a vet to get checked out when they get hurt. Maybe it's just me. Maybe, again, I'm not lifing correctly. Maybe I just don't know how to life correctly. Again, I don't care if people think that their pets are their babies or their kids. It's your dog, it's your cat, it's your pet. If that's what you want to consider it as, it's yours. That's fine. You can do whatever you want. It's yours. But don't be out here being rude to other people because your precious, like, pride and joy got hurt. Like, the way she pushed me out of the way, I thought she legit had an emergency. And I wasn't mad at first until I realized that she didn't have an emergency and she pushed me for no reason. I'm like, now take it. I wasn't there for an emergency either. But still, you ain't had to push me out the way. I got a big dog. That's not something you want to do, is just walk up on me and push me. Like, that's not something that we want to do out here. Like, that's not gangsta. Her dog stepped on a bee. Pug Mom Diamond Paints, welcome in. How you doing today? Like, it's just, I don't get it. I really don't. And now I'm like, okay, well, Orion has oh shit. When is that? Is that this week? I think it's this week. Orion has a wellness check on Thursday, right? Or no, I lied. They rescheduled it to the 2nd. Boom. Never mind. Or the 10th. The 10th. We're good. But Orion has a wellness check. So should I reschedule this appointment at the vet's office? I'm asking for a friend. Steeler Chicky, enjoy your lurk. Oh no, she pushed you? Yeah, she pushed me out the way because of an emergency. Now, again, I thought she had a legit emergency. I didn't realize it was just her dog got stepped on. Meanwhile, her husband's probably bleeding out at home at the bottom of the stairs. She gives 2 flying flip-flops. She's just like, I don't care. Do we have enough money? And she's like she's ragging hard on this dude. And I'm like, I look at the guy next to me and I'm like, tell me you're in it for the money without telling me you're in it for the money. She'll go first. We see a lot of these types of people here in Williston. The gold diggers, the ones that get with these guys that have the nice oil field jobs. And they're only in it for the money. And you find out with situations like this that the person doesn't really care about you. They just care about your wallet. We hate to see it. We hate to see it. But it happens. It's a daily occurrence. Ham129G has followed. Thank you so much for the follow, friend. I appreciate it. Your hug jacket's off to the right. Your bottle of water to the left. Enjoy your stay here at the coffee house and stay hydrated out here in these crafty streets. Okay, let's move this tablet out of the way because I need to see my drill bags. Because I'm pretty sure I had this symbol out and now I can't find it. Chaotic Crafting, thank you so much for the follow, friend. I greatly appreciate it. Your hug jacket's off to the right. Your bottle of water to the left. Enjoy your stay here at the coffee house and stay hydrated out here in these crafty streets. Now, yo, again, I love my pets. Not like that. Not like that. If my husband falls down the stairs, know very well my dog will be limping when I get back from the hospital with my husband. Because there's no way in hell. I'm like, if you saw somebody hurt on the street, are you going to go after the animal that possibly got hurt or the human? If your first response is to go after the animal, rethink your life choices. Just take a little rethink. How you doing today, Chaotic Crafting? Precious says, my pets are not my babies. Well, I don't mind if people's pets are their babies, but if they're your babies to the point where you forget all about the fact that you have a spouse and your spouse gets hurt by the pet and you're just like, I don't care because how dare you step on my dog because you're a klutz. And then you feel out the need to take your dog to the vet. Y'all, she paid $200+. She paid over $250 for the doctors to tell her that there was nothing wrong with this dog. Okay, over $250 because an emergency visit to the vet is $150, which is right on par because if I take my kids or myself to the emergency room, that's what we pay for emergency room visits is $150. So it's on par with like regular hospital stuff. Oh, you're diamond painting, Ham? Let's go. I hate when you have these stragglers like this because it seems like it takes you forever to fill them in and I'm like, why can't I just fill these in? Like, I just pulled out symbols, and I'm still sitting here like, where are these symbols? That's her problem with the vet. Facts. She paid it. And she left, and she wasn't very happy. And it was funny because then another little chihuahua comes in a blanket. And I'm like, what's up with all these dogs and blankets? Like, am I missing something? Am I lifing wrong? Am I supposed to pick up my 120-pound German Shepherd in a giant blanket, or my 98-pound Siberian Husky in a blanket and be like, oh, my dog's sick, please help me? Like, I'm obviously doing life wrong. My pets are my babies, but I wouldn't spend that much over something like that. Sounds like my husband needed me more than a little step on good God. Like, it's just how some people are. Like, some people take it to the extreme. Like, and that's what makes it seem bad for the rest of everybody else that's grouped in that category. You can think your pet is your kid or your baby. That's fine. But when you're that dramatic about it, to the point where you don't want the dog to be called a dog because it's your baby, I'm like, that sounds like a you problem. Shy Josh comes in here landing for 91.08. Let's go. She should have checked her husband for injuries. Oh no, her husband, I'm pretty sure, like I said, I'm pretty sure that dude was bleeding out at the bottom of the stairs. That lady gave 2 craps. It was just the way she was so dramatic about it. I'm sitting there like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Well, at least put a Snuggie on them. How dare you, Miss Cough? I know, right? Like, it's a horrible thing. And the vet tech looks at me and she goes, you'd be surprised how many dogs come in here with blankets. And the lady looks at me and she like gives me this nasty look and she's like, my dogs are small, or my dog is small and it can't fend for itself. It's just a baby. And I'm like, it's a whole ass dog. And it gets too cold here. I'm like, then why would you get a dog for a climate that the dog can't thrive in? Like, if you know it's too cold here, why would you get a short-haired chihuahua? And it's like barking its head off at Daisy. Meanwhile, Daisy's still trying to figure out what the hell that is. She's looking at it. She's like, am I supposed to eat that? Because it's making a lot of noise for food. My dog and cats and leopard gecko, bearded dragon are my babies, but they are still animals. I don't act like a whole ass drama queen. Like, it was the dramatic performance for me. Like, you can be concerned about your pet, but I don't think you need to go wilding out like that to the point where you forget that you have a spouse and your spouse is at home bleeding out because you want to act like a whole ass. I also laugh because if you know me from over on YouTube, you know about one of the shop owners of Sparkle Queen Creations. Her name is Mitzi, and the dog's name was Mitzi, and it was one of those white little fluffy dogs. It wasn't like a Shih Tzu. It was. It almost looked like, if you know Gone Off My Meds, it almost looked like her dog Jasmine, but smaller. Yeah, I have a mini Dutch Hound who lives under blankets in the house, but I'm not carrying her around in a blanket. She still takes her butt outside to do her business. No, this dog legit had on a diaper. Legit had on a diaper. Like, I didn't know it had on a diaper until they brought it back to the front, and she had it out of the blanket, and she had the blanket over her arm. I call my dog my fur baby, but probably calls me his human since if he stands on his hind legs, he's taller than me. And Dramatic Academy Award goes to, exactly. Z-Man says, yeah, I have, okay, I read that one. But yeah, it's just, I don't understand people. And half the time I'm like, I don't think I life right. Like, this isn't how I'm supposed to be lifing right now. I'm supposed to be like dramatic and like falling out over my dog and stuff, like, and I don't, but apparently I'm supposed to. And I'm like, I didn't get that memo. Like, I didn't realize we were going to acting school. And it sucks too, because I gotta take Killian to the vet now because his face is breaking out again, and I'm like, mother chicken. We just noticed it the other day. And so as I was leaving Daisy's vet appointment, I had to make Killian a vet appointment, and I'm like, at this point, just, I'm gonna get paid and you guys just take all of my money. Welcome back, Rebel. Pug to Mom Diamond Paints, good luck with your appointment. Thank you so much for popping in. We appreciate you. That's 16. Alright, so where is this little half triangle? Oh, 38. Didn't I pull that one out? No, I didn't. It's Rachel Ray. Wah, 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 wah. What's going on, Rachel? Welcome in. Thank you so much for that resubscribe. We appreciate you. Continue to enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. Which, if you're just coming in after not being here for like the last 2 weeks, I'm out of Twitch jail, which means you guys now have follower emotes. Thank you so much for the shout out for Rachel Ray. The fact that you're eating those noodles with chopsticks. Look, listen. Let's go. Yes, I'm out of Twitch jail, so now you guys have follower emotes. So if you are a follower, you will have your own special set of emotes. If you're a subscriber, you get the follower emotes and the regular emotes. Let's go. So number 10. It's the confetti for me. I just wanted to stop by and say, hey, leaving a lurk. I appreciate the lurk, Rachel. I have 9 rows left on my blanket. Also, y'all tell me if y'all have a friend like this. I'm not going to tell you who it is until after I'm done talking about it. And I hope they're in here so that they can feel some type of way. Just know, I love this person. We're friends. Wait, why are we here on Twitch jail? Because I put up... My first emote that I tried to put up was a twerking chick. Like, she literally, like, her butt just went up and down. Twitch said no. And then the second one I tried to put up was my booty heart. The first one of the first ones I made. And they told me no, and then they put me in Twitch jail. Now, when you go to Twitch jail for rejected emotes, you're supposed to be in there for like 60 days. You have 60 days that you can't get in trouble, and then they'll release it. Well, I've been in Twitch jail since August last year. And they would not give me back my follower emotes. And I didn't know why, because I'm like, 6 months seems like a long time to have me, like, without my follower emotes. So I emailed them, just by chance, just being like, you know, hey, I was wondering, did I permanently lose my follower emotes? Because at the top of my creator dashboard, it said that they had been disabled due to rejected emotes. So I was like, am I ever going to get these back? Are you guys keeping them forever? Like, how does this work? Because it seems like kind of a harsh punishment for, like, a couple of rejected emotes. And the lady goes, you have to go 60 days, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, I've been in this jail since August. I'm like, and it makes no sense because you'll allow knives. You'll allow guns. You'll allow middle fingers. You'll allow some butts, but not all butts. They have to be in a certain motion back and forth instead of up and down, which makes absolutely no sense. But a heart-shaped something that's decorated, you won't allow. But you allowed the one that's exactly like it. It's the same exact emote, except for it changes color. And you allowed that one, but not the one that doesn't change color. Make it make sense. She couldn't. She couldn't. So the very next day, I got to look on my creator dashboard because I was looking for something. I think I was going through my clips because I go through and delete like my trash clips because sometimes I guess people are trying to figure out what that clip button is and they clip something and I'm like, that makes no sense. Like, I cannot tell you how many times somebody has clipped my starting screen and I'm like, why'd you clip the starting screen? And so I go in and it was like all 5 of my slots were then open and I was like, oh snap, they finally opened them. So now my follower emotes are unlocked. Oh. Number 5. Also, Kelly, I'm mad at you for streaming when I was picking up my kids yesterday. And by the time I got home, you were done. And I'm like, you've got to be kidding me. You've got to be Kelly, You're getting me, right? You're getting me. I'm literally sitting in the car and I see you go live and I'm like, no, Kelly. Okay, I'm like, okay, we'll get home and she'll still be live. I'll be fine. I get home just in time to watch you raid out. I'm like, oh my God, Kelly, God dang it. Sometimes I can watch streams in the car. Yesterday was not one of those times. Like the way where I was parked at does not have good Wi-Fi. Hey, Miss Jane, how you doing today? Welcome in. And like certain spots, if I park there, Wi-Fi is fine. But right up next to the school, no. It's just like, no, you're not using Wi-Fi here. And we have 5G now here in Williston. And the 5G will, like, cut on. But then Twitch will start acting up. And I'm like, okay, I hate it here. I hate it here. I just hate it here. So then I have to sit in the car and just listen to the radio for an hour. Anywho. So, y'all tell me if y'all have a friend like this, okay? Now, tell me how long have I been playing Sims here on the stream? Like, it's been a few months, right? I want to say since the high school pack came out. So it definitely has been a few months. So I have a friend who loves to play Minecraft. And I wanted to stream Sunday, but Hubs was being a little biatch. He was crying that I work too much, so he made me play Xbox all freaking day. Aw. Marie, welcome in. How you doing today? I was going to go live on Sunday, but then I took the day off because I wanted to spend time with the family, which is why you guys are getting a live stream on a Tuesday. I never stream on Tuesdays. So every other Tuesday, if I don't feel like doing a whip and chat over on YouTube, I'm gonna stream, and then the stream will be a replay over on Twitch or over on YouTube. Just so that the algorithm sees that I'm still uploading stuff on that day, and they don't kick me out of the algorithm again. I just got back into the algorithm. So I decided instead of doing it on Sunday where most people have family days, I'm gonna do it on Tuesdays if I feel up to it, like if I don't feel like doing a whip and chat, because sometimes it's just easier for me to talk to you guys like this versus a whip and chat. Some days my brain ain't braining, and I went to bed hella late because I was trying to teach my friend how to play The Sims, because they love playing Minecraft and building houses in Minecraft and didn't realize that you could do it in The Sims. Now, my friend does watch my stream. They do watch my stream, and they didn't know you could build in The Sims. And they're always telling me, yeah, I lurk in your streams, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no, you don't. No, you don't. Like, I see who's in my streams. Like, I check to see who's in my streams periodically in my streams. Like, I check it. Did you go extra long on Saturday as well? Yeah, we went for 8 hours on Saturday. That replay, I think it should go up on Twitch or on YouTube. If it doesn't go up on YouTube, it'll be a replay here at least. Yeah, I think it's going to be a replay here instead of on YouTube, because it was so long that YouTube wouldn't edit out the sound alerts. And usually they'll edit out the sound alerts for me, and they wouldn't do it this time. And I'm like, it would take me days to get that to render on my phone, and I can't do it. So I just left it as a replay here on Twitch. So I need T and V. '21 and 22. Alright, that means 21 is on the table. There it is. Multiplacer. So yeah, so that's essentially the new format, is that if I don't feel up to doing a whip and chat, I'll do a stream, and then I'll have it ready for replay over on YouTube later in the evening. Is that a new pen, Miss Coffee? I don't remember seeing this one before. Yes, Diamond Pen Pal sent this out to me as a gift, and I literally just opened it during the stream this morning. Oh, hold on, let me get it out of Miss Coffee's way there. So it has like pink and brown sparkles. It matches my kit. Oh, thank you. I like the little candy cane effect that they did up here. And I usually get like the chubby pens from them because they make the best chubby pens. Matches the nails too. Facts. I told Mr. Coffee, I'm like, I'm going extra bougie for Valentine's Day. He's like, please don't stab me. Has Maggie had any problems coming off her meds? So far, we're taking it one med at a time. So she has a liquid and a pill that she takes. And we're taking her off the liquid first because if you guys remember, she had the night terrors. When we took her off, we tried changing the dosage of her liquid last time. So we're taking her off one item at a time. The first thing we're going to take her off of is the liquid. The way they have us do it is every week we take away 0.5 milliliters of the liquid. So she went from having 2.5 twice a day to now she's having 2. So far, she's had no problems. And she told me yesterday, y'all, that reading is her favorite subject. Like, she gets into the car and she reads, instead of playing on her tablet, she reads on the way to go pick up Orion and on the way home. She's been reading, like, a lot lately, and I'm like, Mama's here for it, baby. I'm so proud. Let's go. And if you remember, or if you're new to me, Maggie is my 10-year-old. And Maggie, she wasn't born with epilepsy. She developed it. And we just finally got told that she has outgrown it, so we're getting rid of her meds. And before we had all this happen, Maggie hated reading because she couldn't get the hang of it. And now that she got the hang of it, it's all she wants to do. So we're pretty excited because even Mr. Coffee came in yesterday and he's like, what are you doing, Magpie? She goes, Daddy, I'm reading this really good book. And she sits there at dinner. She actually ate all her dinner as she was telling her dad about this book. And he's looking at me like, where's our kid? And I'm like, that's the parent. That's who I picked up from the school today. And randomly, there is this little kid that jumps in my car because her mom and me have the same car. But I promise you, it's not Maggie. Like, I promise you, I picked up the right kid from school yesterday. And I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. So does that mean her learning disability should go away too? We're not sure yet. So far, it's one of those things that we thought was going to be permanent. But from the looks of it, it's not going to be permanent. It looks like she's finally starting to catch up to her class. Like, she is getting ready to have an IEP meeting, and the teacher actually called me this morning to set it up. And they were saying, minus her speech, she still has speech issues, but minus her speech, she's been articulating herself a lot better. Since she started reading, she's been able to articulate herself and express herself a lot better. She still has problems saying certain words, of course, but for the most part, she's still just a slight bit delayed, but not as bad as she was, say, at like the beginning of the year. So she's slowly getting better, and we won't know until time passes how well she like gets into the groove of what grade she's supposed to be in. Yes, she does still read the Babysitter's Club books. She found that they have them at her library at school. And at first she brought it home and they were trying to tell me that she had an outstanding library book. And I'm like, no, she doesn't. That's hers. And then I find out that she had borrowed the same book from school because she didn't want to take her book to school because she was afraid that it was going to get lost. So the fact that she, one, can read them now and read them enough to understand them to explain it to you. Yeah. She's turning out to be a normal kid, and I love to see it. So that goes back in there. I'm trying to keep these as organized as possible. So we're not sure if the learning disability will 100% go away. But for right now, she's doing really good at school. And she's brought a few of her grades up, which is nice. So we will just have to let time let us see if it improves everything over time, or if it's just, you know, she's just obtaining the information better. Her memory is still garbage, as we had a little fiasco last night. So I have a circle bottle. It's the little water bottle that comes with the flavored cartridges that you can put in it. And when I picked her up from school yesterday, she had taken my circle bottle and taken a drink out of it because she said she was really thirsty. So she had taken a drink out of my circle bottle, and I'm like, you know, I'm not thinking anything of it because they always take a drink out of my circle bottle. And you think I would learn my lesson seeing as how that is how I got the Rona the first time. No, I still sat there and let them drink out of my stuff. And so I'm sitting there. She takes the bottle. She gets her drink out of it. Me not thinking anything of it. I'm just like, whatever. Well, later that evening comes and I realize, I'm like, wow, I'm really thirsty. Let me go get my circle bottle. You know, trying to be healthier, trying to drink a little bit more water. And so I go to grab my circle bottle and it's missing off my table where I usually put it. And I'm like, hold up. Where's my circle bottle? Give that baby all the cheese. Shadow Hunter. I let her request dinner yesterday. Yesterday was her day to figure out what we had for dinner. We made cheddar broccoli soup. Today we're making northern bean soup without the ham in it. We're gonna try a different. We're gonna try ham hocks this time because Orion didn't like the ham in it last time. You can't find diced ham around here, so all I had was the ham that's like cut into strips. So I just chunked that up and put it in, and they didn't like it. They hated it. Tal, welcome in. So she got cheese yesterday. But no, so I'm sitting here yesterday and I'm trying to find my circle bottle. And I remembered the last person that had it was Maggie. And after school, like, she didn't get out of the car until she went to go get Orion. And I was like, did you hear something drop on the ground when we left the school? And she's like, no. I'm like, then where's my circle bottle? And she's like, I don't know. And I'm like, well, miss, I don't know. You better find it. Y'all, I was livid. I was freaking livid because I thought she lost my bottle. We're looking everywhere for this goddamn bottle. I'm like, look in your backpack, look in your jacket pocket. Like, it wouldn't fit her jacket pocket, but you know how you do when you look in ridiculous places whenever you lose something. So I'm like, look in your jacket pocket, look here, look there. Like, you better find my circle bottle. Can't find it, can't find it, can't find it. I called Mr. Coffee. I'm like, do me a favor on your way home. Go drive by Orion's school and see in the parking lot if you see my circle bottle sitting on the ground. He goes, all right. Well, 3 minutes later, Orion goes, I'm going to go check the car again because I don't think I checked it good enough. And I was like, go check the car again. Something. Somebody better find my circle bottle because it has all my special stickers on it. So I'm sitting there and Orion comes back and he goes, here it is. And I'm like, oh, thank God. We couldn't find that thing for like 30 minutes. Here, it was stuck up underneath the seat. And Orion was able to find it. And I was like, oh. And Maggie was like, I told you I didn't drop it. I'm like, well, I don't know what you did with it. And you didn't know what you did with it either. So I didn't know. So I had to call Mr. Coffee back to let him know, you know, hey, don't drive by the school. We found the water bottle. And he's like, what is going on in this house? I'm like, mind your business and come home. Rebel says, that's me finding my wallet. No, I keep my wallet in one spot at all times, and I will purposely get up and go out of my way to put it back where I keep it, just so I don't lose it. I can put up the link to the food blog I got mine from that's allowed. Will you put up the cheddar broccoli? Oh, yeah, Dolphin Craze, go ahead. You can also put it up in the food section of the Discord. So for those folks who didn't know, we do have a Discord for the Twitch stream. If you type in !Discord over here on Twitch, it will bring up the link to the Discord. Now, you will have to agree to the rules before you're assigned a role in the Discord. Just for safety purposes, we do have roles in the Discord. and I manually do them just to make sure that there's no bots or anything. If your name is different, you're gonna have to tell me what your name is so that I can approve your request to go into the Discord. And then in the Discord, you'll see like places to put pictures of your diamond paintings. We're hosting the crochet along in there, which for those folks who are crocheting along with me, I'm almost done with mine. I waited so that most people can get theirs done. So I waited for a while, and now I'm like, okay, time to finish this up. So I'm on my last 9 rows of my crochet along gnome. So if you finish, you can go ahead and throw up photos of your crocheted piece for January up in the year-long crochet along channel. I will be releasing the February gnome pattern later this afternoon, so that if you need to get supplies for that, you have some time to get the supplies before we start February 1st. Of course, you don't have to start on the 1st of the month. That's just when the February gnome obviously would start, is the 1st. But you can start it at any time, so if you want to start and work ahead, you can. The entire pattern is actually up in the Discord, and all I do is I go fetch out the one for that month, and I put up the written and the graph pattern of it, and then you guys can work on it whenever you feel like it, and we just try to have them done by the end of the month so we can show them off. And then on Wednesday, we will show off everybody's who's completed in the year-long crochet along. We'll show off all the different variations of the gnome. I'm not gonna lie, it's been kind of hard to work on it because all I've been wanting to do is draw. But I took it upon myself to go ahead and get some work done on it yesterday while I was helping my friend learn how to play Sims. Speaking of that, let's go back to that story real quick. So my friend always tells me that they lurk in my streams, and I'm like, I call them out on it because I'm like, no, you don't. You don't lurk in my streams. I know who's lurking in my streams because I always check it. And they're like, yes, I do. And I'm like, no, you don't. I'm like, you might lurk in there sometimes, but not all the time. I'm like, you know, you don't really come into my streams anymore. It's fine, but you know, don't lie to me. Like, I hate people that lie. And so they're telling me that they've watched me play Sims and everything else. And I'm like, if you watch me play Sims, then you know that you can create characters in the Sims. Oh, you can? I'm like, yeah. You can also build houses in the Sims. Oh, for real? Tell me that they haven't been paying attention to my stream without telling me that they haven't been paying attention to my stream. They will go first. Anybody have a friend that you tried telling that, you know, this is how this works? And they're like, oh, I know. And then later on, they're like, oh, that's how that works? And you're like, I already told you this. Biscuit! Welcome in, Commander Biscuit. How you doing today? How's my favorite biscuit? Too precious for you. Thank you so much for the lurk. I appreciate you. Had ditched them. Had ditched them. What? Your dinosaur piece is coming along very, very nicely. I had to lurk in your stream because I was trying to show my friend how to play Sims yesterday. But I at least wanted to pop in and say hi before I started lurking. And I saw John had everything covered, so I was like, he's fine. Yes, it's very frustrating. And I'm pretty sure that they're still sitting at that computer. Like, they spent hours in CAS, which is Create a Sim. And they're like, I didn't realize you could do all this. I'm like, because you don't watch my streams. I'm like, you claim you do, but if you did, and you just like to lurk, and you just like to watch what I'm doing, then you would have seen me building stuff in The Sims. You would have seen the fact that I struggled with their house. Literally have a game based on them. If you guessed Shadow, you are correct. So Shadow just found out yesterday that you can build in The Sims. Shadow loves building in Minecraft. And so I was like, yeah, why do you think I told you to download it? I thought you would try it and like it because you can pretty much do the exact same thing except for like with real house stuff. And so now he's like obsessed with it. And I'm like, you really don't pay attention, do you? And he's like, I do. I'm like, do you? Because if you did, you would have known that your character got stuck in his room and was stuck there for 2 months until I figured out how the hell to get him unstuck. So I'm pretty sure currently Shadow is still in that spot. Bark Crafts, welcome in. Not only did I finally find you on Twitch, I'm also catching you live on Twitch. Let's go. Welcome in. How are you doing today? Coffee Rocks, hello, welcome in. I love you, Commander Biscuit! Yes, we are live on Twitch. So Tuesdays randomly will be a live day for diamond painting on Twitch. As if I don't feel like doing a whip and chat, I will go live and you guys will get the replay over on YouTube later in the evening. Takes it a while to upload, and then I have to cut out all the sound alerts and stuff because copyright. 30 seconds of a sound alert. And I'm not willing to make the sound alerts any smaller. Don't worry about the music, it'll come back. It likes to act up, and we're literally getting snow right now. Angie, welcome in. How are you doing today? All right, I'm gonna lurk for a bit because this dang canvas is a labor of love. Facts. Josh Uwu, welcome in.
Yeah, I guess so. Planet Express. This one looks like a hairdryer, but you can't see it.
Talk about his little cardboard guns.
Dolphin.
How you doing today, Josh?
Seahorse. I don't know.
For those who don't know, Commander Biscuit is an amazing, talented, traditional artist here on Twitch. Just Josh Uwu is another amazingly talented artist here on Twitch. Afro the Art Babe, another amazingly talented artist here on Twitch. If you like their work, throw them a follow. Just finished my holiday quest in Dreamlight. Let's go. I'm good. Just getting started. Let's go. Oh, and Josh Uwu is also a tattoo artist. And we loves to see it. We know how much Miss Coffee loves her tattoos. For those who don't know. Yes, Miss Coffee is covered in tattoos. Literally covered in tattoos. Like, they're like all over. Okay? How did Mr. Coffee's consult go yesterday? It didn't go well. It didn't go well. The fact that he had called me for my social security number, and I'm like, why? He's like, they need to do a credit check. I'm like, just leave now. Not that I have bad credit, because I don't. But I'm like, just leave now. Because the fact that they have to do a credit check tells me it's over 10 grand. They wanted $48,000 to fix and do the implants in his teeth. And I'm like, no. No. That's a whole ass car in your mouth. No. That's literally, I could take that money and pay off my car. No. No. We're not doing that. And they're like, if we get this done for you, you could be the face of the Williston billboard. No, I got enough problems beating chicks off. I'm good. No, that's fine. He don't need to be on a billboard. He's fine. He has a job, but thank you. I don't give a crap about you or your billboard. I'm not paying $48,000 to have some implants put in. And then they're like, they want half up front, a quarter of it when the procedure is done, and then 3 months later, they want the last bit of it, right? They didn't accept the health insurance. They didn't accept the health insurance. With his credit, they would have paid $5 grand. With mine, they would have paid 20. And he's like, well, maybe if we do it together. I'm like, no. I'm not doing that because God forbid something happens. Say me and Mr. Coffee break up. You never know what happens. If something were to happen between us, I own half your face.
That's weird.
I own half your face. And if you think that if we split up that I'm not taking that half of your face with me, you're sadly mistaken. Just like if I get boob implants and he pays for them, he can take one of the boobs with him. Just like I'm gonna take your bottom jaw with me. I don't want to be out here having credit on somebody's mouth. I don't. No. I'm like, you want somebody to co-sign for you? How about your mama who didn't teach you how to take care of your teeth properly, and now you got to get them fixed? Tell your mama to do it. Well, I was going to call my mom. You call your mama, because I ain't the one or the two. I ain't doing it. Nah, I'm good. I love you, but I ain't doing it. I'm definitely not doing it. So he has a dentist appointment today at the regular dentist. And the regular dentist wants nowhere near as much for almost the exact same procedure. It's just going to take longer to do. So this other place does the implants over the course of 6 months. And then they're like, it only lasts for like 20 years. And then you have to come back in and get it done again. So pay you another 48 grand? No, I'm good. Nope. Not doing that. That's a whole half a house. Facts. Yeah, they wanted $48,000 to fix his face. And I'm like, I can fix your face for free. Come here real quick. You want your face fixed? Come here. Let me talk to you real quick in this dark alley. I can fix your face up real quick. Turn your ass into handsome Squidward. Like, look, listen, I ain't paying $48,000 for that shit. That's the thing. He doesn't eat like Mr. Coffee doesn't eat junk food or anything like that. So he has a condition called soft teeth because he has hypoglycemia. And the soft teeth make it where you have to be super duper diligent about dental hygiene. You have to floss. You have to brush 3 times a day. You have to get regular dental visits. Growing up, he didn't. So by the time I met him, they were already messed up. And they just progressively got worse to the point now where they're causing him issues. And so he wants to have implants put in for the ones that are missing. And I'm like, I love you. What is happening? Angie, thank you so much for that follow, friend. I greatly appreciate it. Oh, look, we had another one. Heather Ewo. Thank you so much for the follow, friends. I appreciate you. Your hug jacket's off to the right. Your bottle of water's to the left. Enjoy your stay here at the coffee house. Stay hydrated out here in these crafty streets. But yeah, like I don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not out here flossing every day and everything else. Like, I could take better care of my teeth. But most of them are still there and they're healthy. He will refuse to go to the dentist. He will refuse to floss every day. And then when they start bothering him, I just kind of look at him and I'm like, you know you're supposed to do these things and you don't want to do them. I don't know what to tell you. Like, so now I'm not about to pay $48,000. And then he's like, do you think you're... No, I'm like, don't you even prep your mouth as if my parents can help us. I'm not doing it. I am not doing it. $48,000? No. My parents are retired. They're not out here trying to pay another bill. And it wouldn't be so bad, but it's like 3 of the teeth that are bothering him are right up front, and he doesn't want to go without like a front tooth. So he's trying to figure out like what he can do, and the dentist here was telling him that they can put in like veneers or something, which is way cheaper than what he was going for. And I'm like, well, why don't you just do that? Well, because it's not a permanent fix. Neither is the fix that you're going for. You want a whole robot mouth inserted into your face. No, thank you. Oh. Okay, it's number 15. I come in to find Mr. Coffee, want $48K in a dental work. Damn. Katie, welcome in. How you doing today? Sally says, so if he won't take care of his teeth now, he won't take care of implants, then they will fail. Facts. 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 And am I about to go waste all this money for him to like half-ass take care of them? No. And he's very much bullheaded. He will do it, but he's gonna fight you before he does it. And it's not like he doesn't take care of them at all, because he does. But he doesn't like floss. That's the main thing, is he doesn't floss properly. every day because he doesn't like doing it 3 times a day. And I'm like, if you want to keep your teeth, you will do it. He want to half-ass it. I'm like, well, all right, well then you go have half a fucking face. Like, I don't know what to tell you. I signed up for you, better or worse. This is worse, okay? This is the worst part, and you're getting on my goddamn nerves with it. Again, I can help you fix your face. Just meet me back in this dark alley. That, and then when I try to make him dental appointments to get him cleaned every year, oh, I can't. I'm busy with work. Oh, okay. All right. That's fine. I'm not gonna fight you on it. I'm not your mom. That's your mom's job. I didn't sign up to be your mom. I got kids. Thank you though. I appreciate you. But I got kids. I ain't trying to be your mama. So I figure I'll just let him do whatever he doing. And so he has an appointment today to see what the dentist here can do. And I'm like, if it's less than $1,000, get it done. I don't give a shit what it is. Get it done. I don't care if you come back in here with dog teeth. Get it done. The Black Bob Ross. Who needs teeth anyway? Welcome in, the Black Bob Ross. How you doing today? Can we get a shout out for the Black Bob Ross, please? Another amazingly talented artist here on Twitch. Bob's just trying Bob's best. How art thou? I am good. I am just trying to get through this diamond painting. Attempting to stay out of trouble. That worked for a hot minute. It worked for a hot minute.
Yeah, that's what we do here. Yeah, so that's the thing.
Under 1,000, I wish. They want 3K just to replace my crown. Oh, jeez. He has a couple of crowns.
These are the...
And it's not like he needs dentures or anything, but he's trying to do preventative measures. So he's trying to make it where he doesn't have to worry about it too much. Like, he doesn't have to worry about the teeth going bad, because no matter what he does, his teeth are going to go bad because of the condition he has. They're going to go bad, so he's trying to do preventative measures like get the implants done so that he can not have to worry about like losing teeth as he gets older. And I get that, but not for $48,000. No. You're welcome. Bob can explain the nunchucks, chat. Bob's a whole ass ninja. Explanation granted. And my thing is, you know, he's been trying to get this done for years, and it's not that I don't support him getting it done or whatever he decides to do, because it's his face. He has to walk around with it. But $48,000. Like that's a lot. That's half. Okay, think of it like this. That's half of his pay right now. Like, if he were to take a year's salary of what he makes right now before his promotion, half of that would go just towards his teeth. Lumpy Space Mouse coming here with that Prime subscription. Look, listen. You only get one of those Prime subscriptions a month. Just one. And the fact that you had all the audacity, all of that you could muster up in your chest and 2 titties to come in here and use that Prime sub on me, I appreciate you for it. Thank you so much for that Prime subscription. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. But it's just, for me, it's how expensive everything is out here. And I'm like, well, maybe we need to go to a different area. And it's not like he didn't go to a different area yesterday. He literally left the state. Like, he went on lunch break and went over to Montana. That tells you how close we are to Montana. He left from his lunch break, went to Montana to have this consultation done. And the lady was telling him, you know, you look so familiar. Where do I know? Do I know you? Have you been in here before? And he's like, no. And apparently she had been racking her brain trying to figure out why he looks so familiar. And of course, some chick comes in and asks him, hey, has anybody ever told you? And he's like, yes, they have. Thank you. I appreciate it. And they were like, it's just uncanny. And the lady goes, who do you think he looks like? And the lady goes, he looks like Johnny Depp. And she goes, oh my God, that's in it. And I'm like, well, if nothing else, you got that going for her. Maybe you can be a Johnny Depp impersonator, make some money for appearances, boom, pay for your teeth. It's an option. I'm just saying. Heather says, working and lurking, joining Twitch for the first time. Well, welcome over. If you ever have any questions about anything, please feel free to ask us. We'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. I know a lot of my folks that are coming over from YouTube, this is their first time over on Twitch, and you're hearing all kinds of noises and sounds, and you're confused as to what the hell's going on half the time. It's okay. We'll explain it to you. So as a quick explanation, you probably see there next to your chat, there's a tired coffee cup with a cup of coffee. And every once in a while, that tired coffee cup transforms into a little green box that looks like a gift. You can watch the channel to earn channel points. Those are your channel points, that little tired coffee cup. If you click on it, it tells you how many channel points you have. With those channel points, if you click on it, it'll take you into the channel point rewards where you can redeem things like little doodles or sound alerts or whatever. And the way to get them is to watch the stream, gift subs, or just keep watching the stream.
So excited!
Like that. Dolphin Craze says, gotta run, have a meeting to attend at work. We'll catch live on YouTube. Thank you so much, Dolphin Craze, for coming in. I appreciate you. Yeah, we're gonna be here for like another hour, and then I'm gonna let you guys go. I have some IRL stuff I need to get done before this evening. This evening's gonna be my relaxing evening. And I gotta go find a pattern because tomorrow morning I'm gonna be recording a how to crochet a slouchy beanie video. Hopefully I will get it recorded all tomorrow. If not, you guys will see that video next week. Sometimes it takes time, and depending on what else I have to do tomorrow, I might not be able to do it all in one sitting. I'll try to get it all done in one sitting, but I can't make any promises just because IRL stuff. And the kids actually have dentist appointments coming up here soon, too.
I'm not here.
Kelly. My sub runs out today. Oh, no. I will give you a heads up about subscriptions. For those folks who are new, if you subscribe to the channel, it stops the ads from running, so you don't have to watch ads on the channel. Subscriptions are a little bit cheaper if you buy them on a computer versus on the mobile device. I think it's like, I don't know, 50 cents cheaper. And it gets you access to videos. The VODs stay up a little bit longer for you. You can watch ad-free, and you get the emotes. Every once in a while, we'll have a generous bean come in and gift subs, which gifting subs just mean you're gifting a sub either randomly to people that follow the stream, or you can click on somebody's name in particular and gift them a sub. And all you do is click on their name, click gift sub, and then it'll ask like how long you want to gift them a sub for. I will give you a heads up though with, oh, what was that? Oh, my scissors. With your subscriptions, when you do a subscription, it automatically updates every month. So unless you go in and manually cancel it, it will automatically update. So make sure that if you're subscribing on a certain day, that it's a day that you get paid so that it will continue your thing. Nestle DG, thank you so much for that follow, friend. Why didn't my follow thing go off? I don't know. Thank you so much for that follow. I greatly appreciate it. Your hug jacket's off to the right. Your bottle of water's to the left. Enjoy your stay here at the coffee house. Stay hydrated out here in these crafty streets. I appreciate you. Much preach. So yes. So I guess now I would be considered a variety streamer here on Twitch. So for those folks who may be new to me or this stream, hi, welcome in. My name is Caffeinated Doodler. I'm a self-taught artist here on Twitch, but I'm also a variety streamer here on Twitch now because I do all kinds of things. We go as far as doing art, to doing games, to doing diamond painting. Diamond painting will be reserved for Tuesdays. Mondays are art days. Wednesdays are art days. Thursdays are game days. Unless I decide to do art that day. Fridays are our community game nights, where we get together as a community and we play games like Jackbox or Dead by Daylight, or I just downloaded Golf with Friends. So if anybody has that game, we can play Golf with Friends now. But we just hang out and have a good time, and that live happens right after my YouTube live, like literally right afterwards. And then Saturdays we have a co-working stream where I do art and other people do whatever craft that they want to get some work done on, and we show them off in the Discord. That is the reason why we have the Discord, so that I can show off what you guys are working on. The reason why I go live over here more than over on Twitch, one, as you can see, the setup is a little bit better. You get a little bit of mood music while you diamond paint while I talk. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I've been trying to work with that. I also can show you things like Discord, which I can't do over on YouTube because I have to stream from my phone because it hates my life. So I can do things like this. Hold on, let me go to general chat. As you can see, we got Kiona coming in with the nails. So this is our Discord. Volume is perfect. Thank you, Lumpy Space Mouse. I appreciate the sound check. So I can show you things. Angie Swift coming in with that subscription. I greatly appreciate it. Enjoy your ad-free viewing and your emotes. So this is our year-long crochet along. Every month we do a different gnome. So this is, whose gnome is this? This is Riv. Riv did this gnome for January. Oh, thank you, Nita. I try to have the music be chill because it calms my brain down so I'm not so manic. It has been doing wonders. Which, by the way, y'all, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Today, I get Benny's? Thank you so much for that follow, friend. I greatly appreciate it. Hell jackets off to the right, your bottle of water to the left. Welcome to the coffee house, and stay hydrated out here in these crafty streets. Thank you so much for that follow. I appreciate you. So we're doing a year-long crochet along over in the Discord. It's only available in the Discord. I don't do videos or anything on it. I won't be doing like whipping chats with it. It's just something that I do off screen that I can do with you guys, and we share our progress or any problems that we're having in the Discord. I, of course, have a video on how to do corner to corner listed up in the Discord, and the pattern for it will be coming out here soon for February. You can join us at any time. This is a pinned comment to the top of the Discord section here. And all you have to do is click on this and it'll take you to each one of them. But every month I will be putting the graph and the written pattern out. I'll be doing that later on this evening for the February gnomes, so if people need to buy supplies. So like you see here, January had a female and a male gnome. And then the written patterns are usually like right underneath them. And that was me starting mine. It's way past that now. I shouldn't have used the white for the background though, because I found out real quick that the ball on the hat is white as well. So you can't see the ball on the hat, but I'm okay with it. And I see here that, who's this one? Cosmo Girl did a brown or a gray ball for their hat, and they used a brown, white background. So I should have done that, but I'm slow, so don't worry about it. And we have different color variations coming in. We love to see the different color variations. And then on the 31st, everybody's gonna have their gnome shown. And you can make it whatever color you want. It doesn't have to be off the pattern. It can be whatever you want it to be. For those who don't know, before my name change, I was Miss Crochet and Coffee. I've been crocheting for 33 years. Had to think about that for a second. I'm like, how old am I? What year is it? Minty Shay, thank you so much for that follow, friend. I appreciate you. Your hug jacket's off to the right. Your bottle of water's to the left. Welcome into the coffee house. Stay hydrated out here in these crafty streets. I can do a lot more with Twitch and be interactive with you guys versus on YouTube, which is why you will see me here live 5 to 6 days a week versus over on YouTube just the one. I will never get rid of my YouTube live, as it has become a staple on my stream or on my channel. But over here, I do all the things. So art, games, and diamond painting. And if I feel froggy one day, maybe we might do like crochet. Like I do randomly stop to do like a crochet tutorial if somebody asks. So there's that too. Let's see. One, I think this isn't supposed to be here. Get off there. There we go. Also, for those new folks coming in, you see those little characters at the bottom of the screen down there? You see those little guys walking around? Those are called stream avatars. Everybody gets one as long as you follow the stream or you're subscribed. And you can customize it to make it look however you want. So you can see that some of them are customized already, like Mines is walking around with that shiny helmet in the battle axe. I'm not sure who that is. Let me see. I think that's Gypsy that was walking around all done up too. And then there's somebody standing by me that's all done up. Miss Coffee, I have a question. Does my name in Discord has to be the same here on Twitch? Because on Discord it's similar but not the same. No, it doesn't have to be the same. But if I show something of yours, let me know. I'll put a note in the Discord under your name. Or if you want to put a note underneath, like put like a caption underneath and put your Twitch name, I'll write a note in the Discord so we know exactly who it is. So whenever I show, we know whose project we're showing. Did I finish all the Ks? No, I did not. I see one right there. So yeah, so all you have to do is be active in chat and you get a little stream avatar when you follow. And then if you go, let me show you on my phone here. I don't know if you're on mobile, this is on, I'm on Android. So if you click and find that blurp symbol, it has sound alerts as well. So you can go ahead and enter all your sound alerts. These are all the sound alerts. And then there's stream avatars. You just give it a second to load. Sometimes it takes a long second. A very long second. There we go. And then you click the 3 lines over here and you can customize what your character looks like. Now, not everything will be unlocked for you. It's only unlocked for me because I'm the owner of the game. I like that one. Also, for your channel points, again, if you touch that tired little coffee cup, you're going to see all these little points come up. You can do sound alerts. If you want to get my attention because you have something to say, you want to make sure I'm looking at the screen, you can play one of the sound alerts. We do have a couple of free ones under the actual sound alerts thing. Or you can play the Kevin Hart hello one, and I usually look up. And then we have some that are for drawing. We have would you rather questions. Gotta play this one real quick. If you watched the artist highlight from yesterday, the artist Jomio, that's actually Jomio's voice right there. He was nice enough to let me use it as a sound alert. Tommy, you'll see these 3 little things for Tommy. If you notice right above chat up there is Tommy. Tommy, if you know my stories from YouTube, my daughter's imaginary friend Tommy that likes to come and tear up my house and then randomly pay me random monetization amounts of money to live here and tear up my house. We decided to make him a channel pet. You can feed Tommy, you can give him a juice box, and you can challenge him to rock, paper, scissors. And then we also just have some other stuff too. And if you want to know what each alert or channel point does, just click on it and it'll tell you what it does. Now, if I'm diamond painting, obviously I'm not drawing, so I can't redeem any of the drawing prompts, but everything else in there I should be able to do, like the no cursing or taking a break or whatnot. You can redeem any of those whenever you feel like it. I don't really post my finished DPs in the server because almost all the time are gifts, and I never know if the companies are good. What do you mean if the companies are good? Like if it's stolen artwork? And to find out if a company is good, if you're talking about stolen artwork, yeah, if it's stolen. Yeah, to find out if your artwork is stolen or not, most legally licensed companies will have the artist's name next to the kit itself. Like, it'll tell you what artist it came from, and they'll tell you that it's legally licensed. Now, if it doesn't give you that information, 10 times out of 10, it's stolen. Now, if it's just like a random fish or something, I don't think that's gonna hurt anything. But if it's like a legit, like you're working on like a stolen Mandy Manzano or something that's highly recognizable, then yeah, you might have a little bit of an issue. Thank you, Gypsy, for all the links. Surprised you remembered all those commands. In your group, don't you have to have a whole file company? That's good. Hold up. In your group, don't you have a whole file? Yes, in the files of the group over on over on Facebook, we have a whole like list of which companies are legally licensed. It might need to be updated, seeing as how Enablers Outpost isn't in there, Tmall isn't in there, that gym place that everybody keeps asking me to look at is not in there. A couple more companies need to be added, but for the most part, the ones that are good, the main ones, are in there, yes. Alright, I need the letter E. Number 9. That's 8. 7. 9. Mooney Maid needs to be with it there. You can use 10i.com to reverse pick search to do if you can see if it's legit or not. Facts. And I have a video up on YouTube. If you type in 10i Miss Coffee on YouTube, it'll come up with the video I did on how to do a reverse image search on 10i to see if the image that you are working on is legally licensed or if it might possibly be stolen artwork. If you're getting it from AliExpress, I can tell you right now it's probably stolen. There's no company on AliExpress that I know that has legally licensed artwork. So if you're getting it from AliExpress, I can tell you definitely for sure it's stolen. I mean, if I'm wrong, somebody can correct me, but I've never encountered any companies on AliExpress that have been legally licensed. I have a package that's out for delivery today, and I'm super excited. Well, I have a couple of packages that are out for delivery today. One of them being my little under my desk elliptical bike thing, and then the other one being a few diamond paintings that I ordered. At some point, I'll unbox these diamond paintings that I've ordered. Okay, I have a bad set of drills here. Problem is, y'all just get so many Diamond Art Club unboxings. I'm like, what's the point? I don't want to fill the channel with Diamond Art Clubs, but it's typically all I order. They just get here faster. You're welcome, Treason. And don't worry, if anybody ever gives you shit about anything that you posted in Discord, just let me know. As long as you're not being rude about something, and people are if somebody's going off about something that you post, just let me know and I'll have a talk with the person. Because we're not having that crap from YouTube over here. We're not doing that. There's nice, respectful ways to talk to people about stuff, and you don't have to be nasty about it. This coming from the queen of nasty. Do as I say, not as I do. Marie says, and you need to be on the Mooney Maid website at 6 p.m. on the dot on Wednesdays. Oh, for Mooney Maid canvases? Yeah, see, I don't like that. I will never chase a canvas or a tray ever. No. If I have to be on, like, if I have to set an alarm for something, I'm not doing it. That's just my preference. Don't get me wrong, she has great trays, and her customer service is amazing, but it's not worth me setting alarms to make sure I'm on a site to fight for something. I can't do it. Like, I wanted one of her diamond paintings, and I figure one day I'll get one. If not, oh well, I got plenty of them in there. I don't really need that particular one. Morgan, welcome in. How you doing today? Yeah, see, I'm not fighting for no trays. When she first opened up, I fought for one just so I could do a review of it. And that was about as much fighting as I have inside of me. Like, I can't. The only fighting Miss Coffee does nowadays is getting Maggie and Orion to eat their food properly. Because at this point, I don't know whether they're eating it or rubbing it on their face. Also, the Tooth Fairy tried to visit Maggie 3 days in a row now, but the Tooth Fairy can't find her tooth. And I'm like, how am I supposed to leave you money and take the tooth if I can't find the freaking tooth? What do I do in this situation? What do I do? I done told the girl to clean up her room. I'm pretty sure she doesn't even know what the tooth is at this point. And it's not like she was playing with it or anything. I don't think. I hope not. But we went looking last night to, you know, do our thing. And it's gone. And we don't know where it went to. We left her the money anyways because I wasn't about to go scourge her room for it. But we're in there like two robbers looking for goods with our flashlights trying to find this freaking thing. Couldn't find it. And I was like, just leave it and go. Let's just leave it and go. Okay, it's late. I'm tired. I don't even care about the damn tooth. Just leave it and go. we tried to perform a heist. We failed miserably. Deku! Hi, Deku. How you doing today? Can we get a shout out for my friend Deku here?
Cafe. God forbid women do anything. Doesn't it piss you off when women do anything? Other than, you know, get on their knees and pray to Jesus. Nothing gets me gets my cross stiffer than a kneel. Women, am I right, Deku? Women are real. I kind of thought that, you know, but I have sexual relationships with the OCs.
Yes.
Yeah.
And each other.
Well, hey.
Well, sorry.
You know what? That was a surprise for the end, but whatever. Who cares? Now they all know.
The last 5 minutes, because like, by the way, everyone, we're together. Bye.
Like, as everyone's leaving, there's like one person left in chat, and then we're like, we're actually licking each other's beeholes on stage.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Thank you so much for the sub for 4 months,
wait,
bro.
first of all, you're not gonna speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
Coffee rocks. That perfect timing, Coffee rocks. For those folks who don't know, my good friend here, Decromancer. The Decromancer is an amazingly talented artist here on Twitch. He does not safe for work art, meaning you're gonna see tits if you go over there, okay? Just be warned, okay? So if you would like to follow to see or hear more from the Decromancer, go ahead and like click all of his buttons. He likes it when you do it. Man, them some fine moments. They pulled those clips from the archives. What are you up to today, Deku? Are you streaming today? I know Buck was streaming. I don't know if he's still streaming. Nah, just chillaxing. Nice. That's gonna be me when I'm done. All the rest of the afternoon, just chilling. Why did I look outside like, who the hell's getting into a car? Oh yeah, Deku. I ordered like almost every sticker on that site yesterday. I got stickers of like every variation of candy. But seriously, spicy candy is my favorite. And I can't believe that nobody, like, everybody was saying that spicy candy was their favorite in chat yesterday, but I can't believe you said that people didn't like spicy candy. I'm like, how could you not? She's like the devilish one. Woo-hoo. I arrived with a big cup of coffee. How's everyone? M. Nika Arts, welcome in. How are you doing today? Can we get a shout out for M. Nika Arts, please? I've heard your name said so many different ways. I'm like, it's just M. Nika. I don't care. Becca's Crafty Life, welcome in.
Okay, perfect. Alright. No, it's not gonna be epic. It's gonna suck.
Probably overdosing with coffee, but it's all good. Look, listen. Best thing ever.
Right.
Best thing ever.
Let me get the, before I close my eyes. Okay. Okay, perfect. Alright. No, it's not gonna be epic. It's gonna suck.
I mean, it could be worse. You could be overdosing on other things, so coffee's the least of your worries. Psh, you good. You fine. You fine. What are you working on? I am working on a diamond painting. So this is, if you didn't know, I have a YouTube channel. And over there, they know me as Miss Coffee, which is why you'll sometimes hear people call me Miss Coffee instead of caffeinated. This is what I do over there, and I decided to start doing it randomly over here, like every once in a while. Just because I like the interaction over here on Twitch versus YouTube, so I will randomly do it over here as well. And this diamond painting is going to look like this, but a shinier version of it when it's done. Can we get a shout out for Becca's Crafty Life as well, please? So that's what I'm working on. We're on the bottom section of it. It also gives me another day to work on it. So yeah, we're working on a diamond painting today. Plus, when I'm not streaming, I'm trying not to burn myself out on art because believe me, I can just draw all day, which is all I want to do. But I don't want to burn myself out on it. And I did burn myself out on diamond painting because I did it for 5 years straight without pretty much doing anything else. And so I'm trying to get back into the groove of diamond painting and incorporating that and art and crochet and all my other crafty things into one jam-packed little person. Well, I'm not little, but you know what I mean. Oh, thank you, Decromancer. What are you up to today, Becca? For those who don't know, Becca is a crafter as well here on Twitch. If you have not checked out Becca's Crafty Life, please consider doing so. Yes, and so diamond painting kind of goes hand in hand with art, as the images that I work on are only images that are legally licensed through artists, meaning the diamond painting company pays the artist for the artwork so that we can diamond paint it and make it into beautiful things. Like I have walls covered in these diamond paintings right now. Which Let's see if I can show you my office without moving my camera. Whose stream did I share that in? So this is what my office looks like, and what you're gonna see is diamond paintings in the chaos that is my office. So all the stuff you're seeing on the walls over here, these are all diamond paintings. This is all the stuff that's sitting behind me right now. In 5 years, I've completed almost 200 of these in various sizes and shapes. They do come in square and round. And yes, I have like 3 desks back here. And there's another desk that sits like over here somewhere. My pride wall. This was the very first diamond painting I've done by this company, which is Diamond Art Club. It's the company I work with the most. Don't mind the stuffed animals. I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed. I'm just here working and lurking. Enjoy your work and lurk. For those folks that were asking me about lips like morphine, there she is. This one glows in the dark. Oh yeah, I have stuffies everywhere. Like right beside me, this is my little stuffy area. And they just sit all over my sublimation printer. And then behind me, I have more of them. They're literally like all my Star Wars ones are over here. These are all adult coloring books. Those are my dogs. There's a second printer. So yeah, so that's my office. And don't worry, I'm not like a narcissist or whatever. Somebody diamond painted this for me. So that's a picture of me, obviously, with my dogs. Somebody did that for me. I didn't do that myself. So yeah, so that's my office. How's the Foxy? The Foxy actually sits in a spot where my kids can't get a hold of it because the way my kids hate my life. Foxy is good. Foxy sits on my TV over here because if I put it on the TV, the kids can't come behind my desk here, so they can't mess with it because Maggie has tried stealing it. So for those who didn't know, this little Foxy comes from Becca's Crafty Life. I purchased this from them. You guys know I love foxes. Cute as a pie, Mom. I used to wish I had a craft room when I lived at my old apartment. And since I've gotten the craft room, it has become more of a storage area. This is now my storage area. Let me see if I turn my light off. No, it's way too dark. I'm just gonna have to maneuver it so. No. Oh, whatever. Mine probably would too. Yeah, it's a storage area. Like I keep all my, well, not all of the crafts. The unfinished or the unworked on diamond paintings are upstairs in the second craft room, but AKA, as everybody likes to call it, the spare room. But for the most part, like all my other crafts and stuff get stored down here, like my sublimation, like my Cricut crafts, my crochet stuff is stored both upstairs and downstairs because I can't keep all the yarn downstairs. So yeah, it just sucks though because it doesn't have a door on it. So because it doesn't have a door, Maggie will come back here and mess with my wall of markers. So from doing YouTube and stuff, I have accumulated quite a lot of stuff that even now I don't know what to do with it. I don't want to get rid of it, but I don't know what to do with it either. Because I'm like, when am I ever going to need freaking 20 different sets of markers? But my kids will play with them and stuff, so. Not my good markers, though. They don't get to play with the Copics and the Artezas and stuff, but they can play with, like, the Touch PS whatever and the Cali art markers and stuff like that. Maggie has already lost 2 of my Cali art markers. I'm pretty mad about it. Like, how do you lose a whole ass marker? Like, how are you coloring and then all of a sudden a marker just walks, it grows legs and just walks away? And I'm just like, it's the way you hate my life. Why do you hate me, tiny human? Let's see if I can break a drill or a multi-placer today, like I did the other day. I did manage to find a corner in the living room where I could fit a 3-foot table easel. Let's go. Well, when I first moved in here, I was like, I'm not going to add a bunch of stuff to my craft room. I don't want it all cluttered with stuff. And, you know, I'm going to have it all neat. And it's going to be like my little recording area. And that didn't happen. Where I still do record back here randomly. If it's an unboxing, I still record it in my bedroom. I don't know why. It's just a comfort thing for me. Like, do I have the space to record an unboxing downstairs? Yes. Do I want to? No. It gives it a little bit of a realization, like you guys can relate to it more when I do it in my room, I feel, because you're like, well, I don't have a lot of space and she unboxes on her bed. Why can't I? So it's kind of one of those things until Mr. Coffee comes home and he's like, why are there all these diamond paintings on the bed? And I'm like, mind your business, I'm working. If you can't look at your spouse after they look at your craft supplies and go, I'm working. I don't call your job and knock the squeegee out of your hand. Get out of here. Who did I tell that to? I told that to my sister. She's like, squeegee? I work at a hospital. I don't care. My sister always trying to flex that she works at a hospital. What does she do? She schedules appointments for cardiologists, like a cardiologist at the hospital. But I always give her shit for what she does. I'm like, yeah, you might be at work working your good job at the cardiologist, but I'm sitting at home with no pants on, eating cereal, watching cartoons while I work. Whose life's better now, chick? I hate my sister. She gets on my nerves. I don't hate my sister. She just gets on my nerves. Whenever she tries to call and flex is when I hate her, because I'm like, what are you flexing for? Like, I don't care that you work at a hospital. You have to leave your house. I don't. And then she starts going on about the weather, and then I'm like, now I hate you. Now I absolutely can't stand you. Like, you are a piece of garbage. For those who don't know, I live in North Dakota, and it's always cold here. We get winter 8 months out of the year. It is currently snowing. We already have about an 8-foot snow pile in my backyard, and the snow is just adding to it, and it keeps messing with me because it'll start snowing really hard and then stop, and then snow hard and then stop. And it's like, you're doing this on purpose because you know I have to leave this house. 100% you have the best job. Facts. Because I don't have to put on pants. Pants, I can't do it. Like, no. I went to a wedding in October, and my husband was like, are you gonna not wear sweatpants? And I'm like, I will put on clothes for this wedding. And I did. I put on a little, it was one of those pantsuits that had like the Chanel covering around it, so it looked like a dress. And I'm like, this is what you get. He's like, I'll take it. Let's go. Let's go. Loving the nails. Thank you. I typically try to keep my nails done because I like to call it as I hand model all over YouTube land. If I at least have to show my hands, they can at least be pretty. What letter? I'm looking for 12. Like, I can't be just coming up on YouTube land with some busted fingers and being like, hey y'all, welcome back. Chewing on my nails and stuff in the middle of videos. I don't think they would appreciate it too much. And for those folks that are like, I'm pretty sure they're not paying attention to your nails. You wanna bet? You wanna bet? Top second comment on most videos. Ooh, where'd you get your nails from? See, I don't just support artists. I support nail artists as well. And she said, yes, they do all the time. Miss Coffee, where you getting the nails from? Etsy. Support the artist, not just the regular artist. The nail techs too. Let's go. I actually started wearing my press-ons whenever the panini hit, and I don't like going to nail salons. I can't. I just can't. So I started doing my own at home, and I will just buy them off of Etsy from the nail techs on Etsy, or I have a nail girl that's on Instagram, and I'm like, hey, can I get this particular set of nails? Like, I asked for Valentine's Day nails this time, obviously. And so now I make sure to have my nails done. Every once in a while, you will catch me without nails. And that's usually if I have something like major to do, like this. I think they see me without nails maybe once last week because I had to do my hair. And that 4 to 6 hour process, I can't have nails on. I like Marmalade nails. Marmalade does have really good nails. I will give them that. They do have really good nails. They didn't have any styles that I liked lately, so I haven't bought any from them yet, but I need to go look again because it's been like a couple of weeks since I looked, and they're always coming out with new nails. Just a click. So yeah, so for those folks that are wondering, if you end up having to leave before this is over or you came in late, no worries. This replay will be going up over on YouTube as soon as I'm done here. I will be exporting it over to YouTube so that the folks that weren't able to catch me this morning can catch it on the replay, as this will be replacing my whip and chat for today. I have stuff I have to do today, and I'm not looking forward to it. And I wasn't in the right mindset to do a whip and chat. And I don't want to sit here for the next 4 hours trying to record a 1 hour whip and chat because when I'm not in the right mindset, like those whip and chats where it might look like only an hour, those usually take like 3 to 4 hours because I have to stop recording, re-record something, or the dogs are barking or something is happening. Speaking of dogs, oh, there's Killian. I need to get back to work. Hope you have a good one. See you later. Becca, thank you so much for popping in and saying hi. We appreciate you. You have a good day at work. Don't kill nobody. No throat chops. Only if they deserve it, though. I learned them from you. Oh, did you? Yeah, because for a while there, they were all I was wearing. Matter of fact, they have nails that look like this, and I love wearing red and black nails. But they have a set of nails like this. I think it's called Love Below. And the nails themselves are black, and then underneath them are red. I need to get another set of those, and I think I saw those on their site the other day. Or the last time I looked, I should say. I'm gonna go pack when I finish. I'm watching you. I appreciate it. For a minute there, I was like, hold up, are y'all still looking at my craft room? But we're going to be done here in about 20 minutes, and we're going to raid out. We're going to be raiding out to an artist, if they're still on. There's a particular artist that I wanted to raid today. Mostly because that's where I'm going to be hanging out anyways, and you guys might as well come with me. So, for those folks who are new to Twitch, a raid is where I take you guys, and you don't have to do anything. I literally take you to another stream. So, if you're still working on a project and you're not done, I take you to another stream of someone. Typically, I try to take you to a place where somebody's doing something that I'm doing, but today I'm taking you to an artist because I don't care. Going for Nisa. Welcome in. How are you doing today? 1, 2. There it is. 8. K is 15. That O symbol is 45. We're getting into the ABs now, y'all. Alright, so I think I only need one of these number 8s. Hey, Caffeinated, I'm good, thank you. Just at work, counting the seconds until I go home. That's a mood. That's totally a mood. Can we get a shout out for the amazingly talented Nisa Ray? Nisa Ray is an amazingly talented artist here on Twitch. They do traditional art. Sometimes you will catch them out here in these crafty streets doing digital, but for the most part they do digital, or traditional, sorry.
But how is he stuck like that? See, why is...
Oh, and also they play games.
How are you stuck like that? Damn.
Or playing Call of Duty Fall Guys. Nisa, did you see the artist highlight of Jomio? I got one of his ghost prints.
I don't get it. Isn't it the last person to...
Have to go back to work. Gonna catch the rest on YouTube. Nestle, thank you so much for coming in. I appreciate you. Enjoy the rest of your day. Have a good day at work. Let's see, where are we at? 8. I sure did. His work is ridiculous. It is. It very much is. But we loves to see it. We loves to see it. And matter of fact, you know what? We're going to call it there. We're going to call it good. We're going to put that release paper back on it. The release paper just protects it from getting dirt, debris, and our dog fur and all that other fun stuff on it. We're going to stop right there because we're actually going to raid Jomio. Jomio is trying to hit a goal of 1,000, okay? So if you're not following Jomio and you like the artist highlight from yesterday, I'm going to take you straight over to his stream. So we're going to go in strong. So you guys come with me, okay? Let's go over to the Just Chatting screen real quick while I set up this raid. But thank you guys so much for coming out today. I really, really appreciate it. We are going to go share some love to Jomio. Again, if you're not already following Jomio, please consider giving him a follow. You're going to see what he does in real time. So we're going to go over and show him all this coffee bean love. Let's keep it hype and caffeinated. So we're going to get up those raid calls. All you have to do with the raid call is copy it into Jomio's chat. We're going to overwhelm him with all that coffee. So let's go. So you'll see above your chat, it's going to say join if you're not already joined in. If you are, just leave it as is, and it's just going to take and teleport you over to his chat. But thank you guys so much for being here today. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. I can't thank you guys enough. This replay will be up over on YouTube, so if you missed some of it, you can go catch it there. Until next time, guys, stay safe out here in these crafty streets, and we'll see you when we see you. Bye-bye. All right, it only says 53 people are on the raid. We got like 60 people in here. Let's go. Let's go. Even if you just pop in to say hi, like let's go show this coffee bean love. All right, we're going. Bye, guys.